Hello, everyone. This is Keith Jackson, and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. In this video, we're going to apply the trigonometric ratios to special right triangles, and we're going to apply the trigonometric ratio of cosine to the 30, 60, 90 triangle, which comes in the ratio of 1 to the square root of 3 to 2, as you can see right here, x, x root 3, and 2 times x. And when we have this situation, when we have this particular special right triangle, we have a 60 degrees, 30 degrees, and a 90 degrees, or we have a 30, 60, 90 degree right triangle. And here's what happens if we get cosine 60. So let's find cosine 60. So cosine 60 would be the same as adjacent over the hypotenuse, keeping in mind that the hypotenuse, when it comes to the cosine ratio, will be in the denominator. And so here's what we have. Cosine of 60 degrees is going to be equal to x over 2x. And in short, cosine 60 degrees will be equal to 1/2, or when you plug it into your calculator, it will be equal to 0.5. And let's move on to the second big example in which we're going to use that same triangle, and we're going to apply the cosine ratio to 30 degrees, keeping in mind that we're going to put the adjacent over the hypotenuse, knowing that the hypotenuse will always be in the denominator. And so here's what we have right here. Cosine of 30 degrees would be equal to x square root of 3 over 2x. And these x's cancel out. And so the cosine 30 degrees would be the square root of 3 over 2, which would be equivalent to about 0.866. And let us move on to this example, in which we're going to be just dealing with a regular right triangle. And in this case, we have 59 degrees instead of 60 degrees. And so let's see if we can find the hypotenuse when we apply the cosine ratio to 59 degrees. And what we see right here, we have cosine of 59 would be equal to 34 over h. And in order to solve for the hypotenuse, which is h, we're going to multiply both sides of this equation by h. And when we do that, these h's here cancel out, leaving just h cosine of 59 degrees would be equal to 34. And when we divide both sides by cosine of 59, what we'll get the hypotenuse about equivalent to 66 degrees. Okay, y'all, you have been given some significant information. I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause this video to take a look at these three examples, or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding of this concept. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you, and goodbye.